Zoom call. Just another podcast, and they only present the Chris and James Show.
Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Chris and James Show, brought to you by Layups Only and Just Another Podcast. If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram, Spotify, Instagram, and YouTube at Just Another Podcast, and on TikTok at Just Another Podcast. Yes, this is what, episode like 5 in a row? Just you and me?
Yeah,
Something like that?
but we're not on the road, so we're
Oh,
okay.
no, no, yeah. It's the first one in not driving or not going anywhere. So, how are you? How are you? I haven't seen
I'm
you in a week.
I'm okay, bro. Yesterday, I went to Rome swimming class, and that was good. Like I'm not the one in the water. Isha's in the water, so
Mhm.
it's fine. And he enjoys it now.
Okay.
Because I remember the first time he went was like last year, and it was still pandemic, so you could only bring one parent.
Okay.
And then Isha said he hated it all the time. He was always crying when he was in the water. And then he went, and then as soon as he got out of the water, he was fine. And then the last class is when he liked it, like the very last class. But in
Okay.
this one, he just likes being in the water. He's like, like screaming and always saying hi to me. And then when they're doing their what do you call it? Whatever the instructor tells them to be like, oh, dip him in, and then they sing their songs. It's fine. The only thing he doesn't like is when you have to lay back. He doesn't like water going in his ears.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, who does? I'm just kidding.
I know. Wait,
Can you swim?
hell no.
So, are you learning anything? No? Okay.
Well, it's not like they're learning. They're
How to
just
swim.
being they're not learning. I guess they're learning how to kick because that's one of the things. Kick, kick, kick.
Okay.
And then I guess when they're laying back like this, like in a T, they're trying to
Mhm.
teach them how to
Float.
like float. Yeah. I can't
Are you like trying to do that like in your mind? You're trying to like
I can't
no?
do it. I think I can swim if I know I can touch the floor.
Okay.
Or if I can or if I don't know how to, what do you call it, tread water. You know how
Okay.
people like can just like go like that. I can't tread water. I have to
Okay.
keep moving. I have to keep moving. Like I can swim and just keep going like that, but then as soon as I get tired, I'm dead.
I get that. I get. I also
Can you
can't
swim?
float. I
Oh,
can't.
there
I
you
could
go.
swim. I could swim, but I
You can
can't
swim?
float.
Okay.
Like I'm with you. Like I could swim. I'm a decent swimmer, but I can't float. Like as soon as I like you get tired, I'm drowning. That's it. Good night world. You know. Like I agree. I don't know how to stay afloat. Like I understand you're supposed to like kick your legs or like whatever. I'm like I don't
I don't
do
understand
legs.
either. I don't understand either.
I don't work out legs. That's not in my.
Except for when we play ball. That's
That's
pretty
the
much it.
only time. That's the only time. Um, yeah. That's it. Nothing new other than that.
No, that's pretty much it. I will say that when well, I guess still now, you should still get scared of when we're going into the water, like both of us. Like she
Uh-huh.
says she can't, like she can swim, but she can't save me, is what she's saying. Like she can like, because she knows if I panic, she can't like keep us both afloat,
Right.
right? She knows I'm gonna like pull her down if I panic or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was like one time we went to Clear Lake.
Okay.
We were with like her sister and then some other people, and then I kept jumping in the water with a life jacket on, and
Hmm.
Isha was like so scared of the water because you can't see all the way to the bottom
Uh-huh.
because you just see algae and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I think I was afraid from the first time when I jumped, but
Okay. You have a
like
life jacket.
as soon as the life jacket brought me up, I'm like, oh, this is easy. So I just kept jumping and I wasn't afraid anymore.
Life jackets are awesome. Like
Yeah, it's like,
you feel so powerful.
I was invincible. I was like going around the boat. I went under the boat. Well,
Bro,
not under, like
near the yeah.
there's a thing, whatever.
I remember when I was a kid and I had like floaties, I would love to go in the deep end with my cousins. But as soon as they broke, I'd be so sad that I can't hang out with them anymore. I'm just in the shallow end. Yeah.
There was
Okay.
one time I
Okay.
remember at the pool, I was with my ates, And then so they could swim. Obviously, I couldn't swim at that time. And then I kept like going where I could touch the ground.
Mhm.
And then so I couldn't touch the ground anymore, but there's that
The edge.
I guess the edge walkway where like I guess the lifeguards go.
Yeah, yeah.
So I kept like going and then I think I slipped and then I went to the bottom and then all of a sudden I panicked, but then good thing my ate saw me and she just pulled me up right away. And I was like, and then I went back.
Oh man,
But
that's a like eye opener when you're like, okay, almost drowned. Okay.
yeah. But then my ate act like nothing happened. She's like, Chris is just being Chris. How are you, bro?
Good, good. This past weekend we went to our friend Angie and Steven's wedding. It was in Steinbach. Um, it was cool. It was a cool wedding. I've never been to a barn wedding. So it was fun. I was the wait, before I say what I was, they have one of the most clever hashtags. Um, I think one of my favorite hashtags has to go to like my friend Oksana and her husband Noah. Their hashtag was no wedding. Um, but uh, Stephen and Angie's hashtag was spam silog. So SBAM silog.
Okay.
It's a play on words to their favorite silog, which is spam silog.
Yeah.
And it's their initials. So Stephen Bennett and Angie Mojica. So
Oh.
it's a clever hashtag. It's one of my favorite ones, and it was good. Oh, dude, their food was like Filipino inspired. So like the appetizer was a soup. It was like it tasted like sinigang. All was missing was like rice. It was like a tomato, like a tomato sinigang type thing.
Mhm.
But they had like adult giveaways, like like take home packages, like
Yeah.
like for goodie bags. I guess the word.
Yeah.
So their goodie bags had this stuff. So like skyflakes,
Okay.
um, couple different ones, and like other like their Filipino candies and like their favorite treats. And then one of the people at our table, shout out to Jewelry and Oliver, they said they're like, put your skyflakes in the soup. I'm like, game changer.
Oh.
Um, and then
Ooh.
yeah, and then dinner was the dinner was garlic fried rice with Christine. What was the meat for the Angie's wedding? Yeah, call it. It was a calamansi steak.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was the dinner. Oh, I'll take the menu phone, pass it to me. And then the dessert was, well, hold on, Christine will come back with the dessert. But it was Filipino inspired. The thing about the wedding though, because it was a half wedding, so half Filipino, half Pate, um, a lot of Pate people didn't eat their rice.
Did you say the steak?
They just ate the steak. And the thing is, yes, the rice was kind of cold when we came out because there wasn't a kitchen at the venue. It was like a catered, right? The meat was
Ah.
warm, but the rice wasn't hot, but it wasn't that cold. But that people would didn't eat it. And Filipinos are like, I'll eat cold rice on any day, you know? Okay. So the menu, the starter is roasted tomato and tamarind soup with creme fraiche and croutons. Tastes like sinigang. Then
Yeah.
calamansi soy marinated steak with a seasonal vegetable, garlic rice, and a jus. The dessert was ube mochi waffles with a sorbet. And then the late night snack, sorry, was grilled cheese sandwiches. So that was yum. And then cupcakes from Cakeology. Um, yeah, the wedding was dope. Um, I happened to be a flower dude at that wedding, which it was unplugged. So unfortunately, I don't have footage of me raining flowers on people. So that's the one downside of unplugged. I can't say downside. That's rude of you to say. But yeah, it was unplugged. But there is a video I did put up on my Instagram when they announced me, and I was handing out beers. I tossed a beer. I did want to do the whole like Stone Cold, but they told me no drinks on the dance floor, and I didn't want to ruin my suit.
Yeah.
so early. But hopefully the video comes out. The song I came out to for the flower dude, um, was G by Girls' Generation. If anybody listens to K-pop, it's probably one of the poppiest song I could think of, and I knew Angie would like it. But I want to express my thanks for to them for allowing me to be that, because that was really fun. Okay, that was my week. I kind of went on.
Oh, you also told me to remind you of
Okay,
the Randolph rant.
I do have a Randolph rant. How do I phrase this? It's been a minute since I've ranted about this boy. Um, so uh, yesterday was his tita's funeral, unfortunately. But I did
Rest in
attend.
peace.
Rest in peace, Tita Tess. I did attend the funeral. Christine and I attended, obviously, because I've always said that his family is like my family. And then I also said last week's episode or 2 weeks ago's episode, when I visited his mom to, give him a card. But so we show up right before the service starts at the church. We open the door. The first people we see is him and the gargantuan, and she turns around and her face, I kid you not, her face was like, "Why are they here?" Like you could read it on her face.
Wow.
Like it's like, why are they here? And like I see his brother and I see his sister. They all say hi and smile, thanks for coming. And then we go through the church service or whatever, right? And then Christine's like, "Hey, who's that white guy sitting with Randolph and the gargantuan?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's White John." I said maybe she prefers that he has a white best friend now instead of a Filipino best friend. So, and she's like, "Oh, yeah." But the service goes as any service would. And I haven't. It's so sad. I mean, and good thing that I really haven't gone to a funeral in quite some time. But so the funeral's ending or the service is ending, and when you're walking, people walk behind the casket. When you hold hands with somebody when you walk, you walk together, you stride. But when she was walking him, it's like she was pulling him, like he's a child, like to avoid talking to us or seeing us. But whatever. So the pallbearers bring the casket into the hearse, and Dita, his mom, starts crying, which is obviously a hard thing to see. It's her sister, and the kids go to console. So him, Brian, and their sister, they're all consoling Tita Josie, and Ryan's fiance Peggy stays aside because it's time for just the family, just let them be together, right? The gargantuan doesn't understand protocol, goes right up to Randolph, and instead of trying to console Tita Josie, she just devours Randolph and is consoling him and grabbing him and all that stuff. And I'm just like, nah, man, let them have their family moment. Just ease up. And then so Christine and I go to Peggy, and she's like, "Thanks for coming." I'm like, "Yeah, we have to come." And then and then people finally go, and then we go, and I go and hug his mom, and then I hug Ryan, and then Randolph, who was behind Ryan, disappears. I don't know where he went. Like he was behind Ryan when I hugged him, or JR, whichever way we refer to him here. And then I went to say hi to his sister, gave her a hug, and then St. Peter's, right? So
Yeah.
I walk into the door. He's walking this way. Nothing, no eye contact, not a nod, nothing from him. And
Well,
then
he's not at your. Well, you're taller than him, so
that's fair. That's fair. Except when I'm right in front of him, right? But
yeah.
no acknowledgement from him or whatever. Which solidifies everything. Whatever.
I was like, come on, man. Not even
right?
like, thanks for coming or anything.
Nothing. And then Peggy saw it. Like JR's fiance saw it. She's like, So for my wedding, I'm gonna sit you guys at the same table. I was like, you better fucking not. You better fucking not. And she's like, no, I'll have you guys sitting on opposite ends. I'm like, you could sit me with complete strangers. I just don't want to be at his table.
What's it?
Or if she did, that'd be funny too.
Did she say straight face or just straight face? Like
She did.
Yeah,
She
so
did
she-
straight face because obviously she just saw what happened. So,
Yeah.
but like, yeah. And then, so we're about to leave. We didn't go to the reception part because we had to go back to work. But White John goes up to me. Even he, who was part of that, with the Gargantuan and Randolph, goes up to me, daps me up. Even he said hi. Then all of a sudden she comes out and she's like, "Oh, John, there you are. We were waiting for you." It's like she shuffled him into the car to avoid us. Like we didn't see him at all or talk to him at all. But fast forward a little bit later, he does end up texting Christine, thanking us for coming or whatever. And I was like, good.
Oh, he texts Christine, not you.
That's the smarter choice.
Okay.
Because he knows the nice one to text. Because if he had texted me, it would have been like, with all due respect, go fuck yourself. I wish he would text me. And so
I wish
I
you
wish
would.
he would.
Well,
Like if he texted me, I would be like, "Yo, I know you're going through some things right now, but go fuck yourself." that's how I feel. But I'm more of like the Gargantuan, how like possessive. Like, why do you gotta grab him and like do all that stuff? It's like, who are you afraid of that's gonna take your man at a funeral? Like, I don't
The grieving people.
like the grieving people, right? But yeah, obviously, we couldn't go to the reception. And had we gone, there would have been no food because they were going to get there before us and she would have ate it all. I mean, wherever she goes or wherever he goes, she's there, man. She's like, man, she got a huge gravitational pull, man. What can I say? I mean, if you're into women that look like Danny DeVito from that as the Penguin, I mean, by all means, right? I'm not I'm not trying to be super disrespectful, but at the same time, I'm completely disrespectful. Just for the record, for people who are listening, I don't talk about. I genuinely love my friends' partners. Like I love Isha. I think she's funny. I love Abigail because she's mean to me, but in a funny way because I can't keep up with her wit. I love John's wife. She's awesome. I love Kevin's girlfriend. I'm assuming
because
I'm assuming
because
this episode's gonna air in 2 weeks, and then we're having game night on Friday, and he has an announcement. So I'm assuming that's the announcement. So yes, I already currently love Kevin's girlfriend. Like I generally love and Sherry too. She's cool. Like I generally love everyone's partner. This is the only person that I don't like. It's mainly because of the PDA and ugh. That's all. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna love making a I'm gonna I love making a clip of this part of just you just saying of our significant others.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I generally love everyone's significant other, except the Gargantuan. That's like the seventh time I refuse to say her name because if you say her name 7 times in a row, she'll appear at a buffet square and take all their food. Let's do what the Chris and James show is about.
We're gonna jump in.
Let's get geeky with it.
Okay, we're gonna jump into our round table of comic book news.
Hold on. Before you jump in, I haven't watched Werewolf yet. I mean, I will eventually, but I haven't yet. Since it's not really canon to anything, right? So there's no rush. Question mark? There's no rush, right? Okay.
There's no rush.
And if you're gonna talk Ant-Man trailer, tread lightly because you know what I'm doing for this phase. So.
Okay. Ooh, good thing you said that. Yeah. All right. So let's start with DC.
Okay.
DC news.
Sure.
Okay. I just wrote this right now, like right before the podcast.
Okay.
in DC CW news.
Okay.
So this is the final season for what do you call it? Flash. And
Okay.
the new villain is Red Death. Isn't Red Death a Batman? Isn't Batman? Isn't that Batman?
That's where my
Because
head went. Hold on, let me do a quick Google. But continue.
because the suit, they're showing the suit, and then she looks like a speedster, but then she has the Batman emblem on there, and then the caption says, "Red Death is Bruce Wayne of Earth 52."
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. He is a
but
villainous version of Batman from Earth 52. Yep.
I'm confused. I'm pretty sure that was a girl in the suit.
Okay.
But
It's Bruce Wayne. It's legit Bruce
yeah,
Wayne.
I know.
Okay.
I was so confused. Unless that's just a stunt person as a girl, but I don't know.
Okay. Or maybe they're just changing it to match the series or something, or just
I
do
guess
make
so.
minor adaptations.
Yeah, I guess so. That's all.
Okay.
That's all I saw. I was like, oh, okay.
What question? Since you are watching kind of these CW shows, how many of are there still airing?
Oh man,
Did everything end, or is
they axed everything, man.
okay? So like
They
Legends of Tomorrow, all that stuff, all
Yeah, they like that's done. Supergirl's done. Uh, do you remember that Gotham Knights trailer I showed you like long time ago?
yeah,
They axed that before
yeah.
it even happened because it was Riverdale comic book. It was just basically Riverdale, and they made it comic booky, but they canceled it because the game Gotham Knights
Oh,
came out too, and then
oh,
basically they got rid of everything because they were trying to sell the CW.
oh. Okay. Gotham Knights looks good though. The game, just
The game,
not the series.
not
So
the
it was
abomination of a series.
they were gonna make it like a teeny bopper show, just put Batman stuff.
Yeah, like
Okay,
I bet you Batman would never show up. It was just
it'd be like Birds of Prey,
yeah. Okay, yeah, okay.
or
No, but Birds of Prey
Bat
was good, man. Don't even like don't even put them in the same category. Birds of
when
Prey was
Batman
good.
pussied out.
Yeah.
Birds of
I mean,
Prey. Wait, did you say Birds of Prey was good?
no, like
Oh,
was I'm like compared to what they were gonna
oh,
with
okay, okay,
this.
okay,
I
okay. I
mean,
was like, wait, did you
like
say
don't get me wrong, that's not a good show either. But compared to Gotham Knights, what they were doing, come on.
that's okay, okay.
And yeah, the CW is just I don't even think they're making that Powerpuff Girl thing that was supposed to with Chloe Bennett.
No, but Chloe Bennett left though.
Yeah, but like they didn't even continue.
No, I know. So dumb. Did
Yeah, they
is there new is there new like um owners, or like did they CW like sell it?
that's what they're trying to do apparently. That's why they're like acting to make it more
Look more profitable?
profitable. Yeah. So that they're canceling all
Okay.
these shows and like changing the brand. And then
Okay.
I don't know what else CW shows are still going, but all I know like superhero wise or the Arrowverse is basically
Done.
the Flash, like the Flash. That's it.
When did Supergirl end? Like a couple of seasons ago?
I think a couple of seasons ago already.
Oh wow. Okay.
And Black Lightning was done, but technically that's not CW.
You know what sucks? Black Lightning looked good. I didn't watch it, but it looked good.
Black Lightning was hardcore.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was like it's not your typical like
Because he's
I
old,
didn't
right? Because the dude's
yeah,
old, right?
yeah, I didn't continue like season two, but season one it's like real life shit that a superhero would have to deal with. You know what I mean? Like he has older kids, he has school in high school, and then
Okay.
right, and he's an older superhero, so he went through shit and like and then fuck, it was good. Like the episodes that I watched is like a real, and then like oh man, but I don't
Okay.
know what happened to other seasons. All I know
Okay.
is like his daughters were super had the power too, and then his daughter's best friend was an enemy, something like that.
The thing is, like with these DC shows back in the day, there's just too many of them to like
Yeah.
track.
That's all for DC TV. For
Okay.
DC, I should jump in DC. Do you care
Yeah.
if I spoil Black
I don't give a
Adam
shit
post
about
credit?
Black Adam.
Okay. So, anyways, I don't think anyone else cares about Black Adam and whoever listens to us.
And
So
honestly, if you care about Black Adam, you're lying. You're
you don't even know
lying.
who Black
You
Adam
don't
is.
like
Shut up.
you don't like him. He's not an anti-hero. Stop it.
Stop.
Stop it.
Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead.
wasn't he just a villain?
Yeah, he's just a villain. Exactly. Stop it. Oh,
You
Black
know
Panther. I have the TV on. It's a Black Panther trailer. Sorry, go ahead.
And-
For those
Oh, no.
watching YouTube, this is gonna look funny with my hand right here. It's because I haven't been watching trailers to the new phase. That's why. So everything's gonna be new to me. Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So Black Adam.
Okay.
So post credit scene. I don't know. Like this is the only part I've seen. He's like standing somewhere near his throne or something, and then a gush cloud comes down, and then someone drops
Superhero
down.
landing?
Yeah, superhero landing, and then out of the shadows, someone's talking. It's like, oh, you haven't made something like them nervous. No, no one's made them nervous in a long time. We need to talk. And guess who pops out? Henry Cavill as Superman. And every video I've seen, everyone's going wild in the theaters.
I would be booing. If that
What?
was me, I'd be
Boo.
booing.
Boo.
Okay. Can I go in on it or
Oh, and
okay?
apparently the first, I think the first rendition of that, it was just a headless Superman. Like they were
Okay.
just gonna show him like a chest talking,
Okay.
like thing, and then the deal went through, and then I think they added Henry Cavill his head after.
Okay.
Okay,
Can
go
I,
in, go on,
Okay.
Mr. Black Adam.
okay. So one of my first things about Black Adam, how they're making him an anti-hero, which he is not. He's 100% a villain. He got the power. No, sorry, the power got to his head. Like that. That's what happened after he got it. After because he wanted revenge for his wife and daughter. After he did all
Daughter?
that.
It's not a son.
Son, sorry,
Yeah.
son, sorry. Sorry, I'm thinking The Rock, and he only has like daughters.
You're thinking of it's
Sorry,
The Rock.
I'm thinking of The Rock. By the way, The Rock's daughter debuted yesterday on NXT, so just throwing that out there. But anyways,
Nice.
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just his power gets to his head, and he just wants to be a god amongst normal folk. He's like Doctor Doom type narcissism, and as it goes, because I know The Rock wants to do like a Superman versus a Black Adam movie, which is incorrect, by the way, because freaking we have a Shazam movie that got delayed, and Shazam's bad guy is fucking Black Adam, and they have the same power. Like they're supposed to fight, not Superman, not yet. Like, that's I just it's too soon. It's too soon. They're trying to do. This is what happened the first time with these DCE movies. They kept trying to do too many things too fast. This is too soon. Like you introduced us Black Adam. Give us Black Adam versus Shazam, not Black Adam versus Superman. That's all. Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, that leads into
I'm
the
sorry.
next news of Mr. James Gunn. Yes, that James Gunn of Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. He's leading DC co-leading DC Films, the new division. It's not going to be WB Films anymore since the president guy stepped down. It's going to be DC Films, and he's going to make a unified, his own MCU.
So streamlined type. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be the Kevin Feige, but Joker, like Joker 2 and the Batman is not part of that universe. Cohesive universe.
Why? What's the point of these movies?
Because those are standalones. Those are our own thing. Because they still want Batfleck. That's why they don't want Pattinson.
Fine.
Pattinson.
Pattinson. Fine.
Pattinson? Did you watch Batman?
No, not yet.
Okay. It's
a whodunit, right?
It's I've been telling Mark this the whole time. Batman is the world's greatest detective, okay? He knows he's like Sherlock Holmes, man.
Right? Because it's like basically like a whodunit, right? The whole movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I am interested in watching it, but Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I mean, I'll eventually get to it, but I haven't watched it yet.
And he's just brooding the
Oh, is
whole
he?
movie.
So he's
Yeah, 'cause-
Twilight.
yeah. No, but he's like that whole movie. There's only like 20% Bruce Wayne in that whole movie.
Oh, he's
It's
all.
80%. It's all Batman.
Oh, hey, why didn't anyone tell me this? That sounds fantastic.
It's like he's just brooding, but
Okay.
he's like brooding.
You know, that was my only thing with freaking Iron Fist. If he just had his mask on the whole time, it wouldn't bother me as much. That might help. That might help, Chris. Okay, okay, okay. You got me.
It's a long watch, but
It's a long watch.
yeah.
Um.
And
So
it's what do you call it? It's not, what am I trying to say? It's more practical.
okay,
Like it's not, I don't know, it's not like superhero physics. Oh my gosh. It's like
Okay.
practical stuff. Like
Okay.
practical that would work in the real world.
so almost like realism type thing. Almost?
Realism, yeah, realism. Like, yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on James Gunn taking over?
I I think it's good and bad
Okay, bad. Why?
because are all the movies just gonna like feel like James Gunn movie?
Mm,
I mean, because like I like James Gunn, but I don't want all the movies to be the same. You know what I mean, like I'd rather him just overlook and just try to make it connected, but don't
mhm.
give the other directors the freedom to do what they want and then just connect it to the universe.
Right. Because you don't want them all to be like Suicide Squad, like slapsticky, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, corny, cheesy, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I mean, that's what's the problem with Marvel movies now. They're all the same. They're not letting the directors fully have creative control.
Yeah.
But
Well, no, Thor, Taiki Waititi had all control. I
he
think
had too
that's the
much.
problem.
He had too
He
much
had all the
control.
control. That's the problem.
That one they should have dialed back. That
Yeah.
one they definitely should have dialed back a little bit. No, my thoughts. I kind of echo you with the good part of James Gunn, but also it's kind of like DC was like jumped on. No. I blame Marvel fans and Marvel people or people in general who canceled James Gunn for his
The first time.
for his old tweets. DC came in and was like, "Hey, we'll treat you better." They swooped in, they lurkered him, and they gave him a deal he can't refuse. So they kind of like, swooped in at a low point. And I mean, if they're gonna pay him like buckets full of money to, fix a franchise, then I mean, more power. But I'm just like, man, it's because everyone canceled him. I blame Disney too and Marvel for firing him the first time.
Well, that's what happened. Like, that's why they got him for the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
number
because
two.
he was free because they fired
he's
him
free.
from Guardians 3. So
Yeah, and then now he's back for Guardians 3, which is coming out. Oh, did you see the trailer for the holiday special?
no,
You're not even gonna watch that? Come on, man.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna watch
like the trailer. You didn't
No,
watch the trailer? Come on,
No.
that's hilarious. It's hilarious.
no, man. I told you it's. I don't know. What if it spoils something for me? What if it spoils something for the movie? I'm committed. I'm committed to the not watching trailers. Or
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
Although when Ant-Man came out, I'm very upset that I'm not watching this trailer. And like Christine was like, "Well, if you're not gonna watch it, I'm not gonna watch the trailer." I'm like, "No, you can watch the trailer." And she's like, "No," and I'm like, I
The
feel
commitment,
bad.
the wife
Yeah.
commitment.
I feel bad that I brought her down with me, but yeah, I don't watch the trailer. It's just I need because let's be honest, these MCU movies recently are pretty mid. So I need to be surprised. I need to be the one who I need to excite myself somehow for them. What's with that face?
I know you're saying they're mid, right? But,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I bet you Wakanda Forever is gonna be amazing.
Well, I
And
mean these
then-
last few ones. So
Yeah, well, obviously like Thor, but but like, because let's just jump into it then. Ant-Man, Ant-Man and Wasp in what's it called? Quantumania?
Quantumania. Yeah.
Like that's the kickoff of Phase 5, right?
Yeah.
From the trailer, they're starting off Phase 5 right.
Okay.
They're starting off right
Okay.
without without spoiling the trailer in any single way, what do you know about the quantum realm from the comics?
It's the realm that is that the one where Kang's like the conquers it, like he's the ruler of that realm. Am I mixing stuff up?
I think you're mixing up stuff, but I don't want to say anything that happens in the trailer. So,
Oh, okay. Let me
but I think
let me
is
do a
it
quick.
like isn't like
I'm
isn't
listening.
Kang?
Okay.
Isn't his origin? He's from the future,
Yeah.
like far, far, far in the future.
Yeah.
But
He's
uh,
also a young Avenger.
isn't he Iron Lad?
Yeah, he's a young Avenger. Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know how deep they're gonna get into the. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think that's too confusing for the normal peeps. But anyways, in the trailer,
Go ahead. It's fine.
no,
It's fine.
no, no, I'm not gonna say
No, it's fine. I'll just get hide and I'll just forget what you just said. It's fine.
no, no. The only thing I don't get is like, why would you want to go to the quantum realm? Is
Why?
that's my only question. Why? Because what's her name? Michelle Pfeiffer, the wife. What's her name? The first wasp, I guess.
Janet?
Janet. Uh, she was stuck there for how many whatever years. Why would you want to go back? My
Maybe
question.
maybe there's things there that she needs. Maybe she forgot her passport. Yeah. That's so dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's so dumb.
But yeah, like
Why?
from
In
the
the trailer,
trailer,
is it treacherous? Does it look dangerous? Is that
it like it looks like Star Wars, bro.
okay?
That's
Okay.
what it looks like. Like it looks like they're on a different planet, basically.
Okay.
So I'm like in the trailer, she said this is the quantum realm, the world beneath our world. And then I'm like, okay, so in this world, is it untouched by the multiverse stuff? And is it untouched from like Loki
Mm,
variant, he who unnamed? And is it free from Doctor Strange's spell? Because technically it's not on Earth, I guess.
well,
I don't know. It's
I,
confusing.
well, actually, if you think about it, like the dusting didn't didn't touch it,
Oh, oh yeah, the Destiny didn't touch it because they weren't dusted when they were. Oh wait,
or
no, I mean,
Ant Man.
Ant-Man wasn't dusted because he
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
there.
yeah. So it shouldn't affect it, but
And
man, okay. Do you want me to watch the trailer so you have more to talk
no,
about?
no, it's
Okay.
fine. Anyways, let's talk about I should have led into when you were talking about money from James Gunn. But anyways, because James Gunn is gonna get bucket loads of money. Florence Pug, aka Yelena Belova, aka the new Black Widow, she's getting 8 figures. So that's like at least
Wait, what? From the
she's
MCU?
getting she's getting 8 figures from the next 2 movies. So Thunderbolts and another movie. So what's that? 8 figures is like 10 mil, at least 10 mil. So she's getting money, man. Her agent is good.
Fuck.
She's getting money, man.
I
But
was
then I don't know if it's like how many movies. I'm just assuming it's like 2 or 3. She's gonna get 10 million.
she's
But
26 only too, man.
so if you divide that, it's only like what 3 point whatever million per movie, which is not a lot, I would say, but it's still a lot for us, right?
I mean, I guess. No, you're right. It's not. Yeah, I mean, she's so young in her career still too, right? So
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
And I'm like, yes. Well, I'm like, she's getting a better start than the actual Black Widow. Maybe like than
Disney and
Natasha
Marvel,
Romanoff.
Disney and Marvel have all that money now to throw it, throw it at people.
They're just throwing at people. No, because
Yeah,
like right now Florence Pugh is hot. Like her career is hot. Like she's the like
it's
people
true.
want her in movies
That's
right now.
true.
So they're trying to secure the bag right now while she's cheap, I guess.
I mean,
That's what.
think about it too. Like, if you think of like they got Brie Larson at like right as she was peaking as well. So they're doing it right by getting
Yeah.
these actors and stuff at like the right time.
And that's why they're signing them to like movie contracts already, so that
Smart.
yeah,
That's smart.
Thunderbolts. If it's not good, I'm gonna get so mad.
No, I agree. I was gonna say, Anthony Mackie, when they do the next Avenger movie or whatever, he's gonna be if Don Cheadle doesn't come back, he's gonna be the oldest one there. Or I mean, obviously, what's his face? Scott Lang, uh, Paul Rudd. Obviously, he's old too. But it's like these guys are pushing. Well, Paul Rudd's already 50. Like like Anthony Mackie's already almost 50 also, and it's just like they don't look it. But it's like, damn, these guys are I don't know, like you guys got to make these team up movies sooner than before these guys
Sooner
start
than
looking,
later.
yeah, before these guys
Looking like
start
their
looking
age.
like their age, right? Like freaking, I don't know, man. Anthony Mackie, he's just lucky he's black don't crack, he's just lucky. Like
He's so lucky that Eminem ruined his
Papa Doc.
rap career, Papa Doc, because his real name is Clarence.
And parents had a real good parents had a
Nice
good
parents.
marriage.
This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
20 years ago, Papa Doc.
If it wasn't for Eminem, this young man wouldn't have joined the Avengers. He would have changed his life around
Hey,
and joined the army.
and Eminem exists in Marvel Comics.
Does he?
He exists in Marvel Comics.
Oh shit!
He was on a cover of Iron Man back in I want to say 2012, 2014, somewhere around there. But he was on a cover of Iron Man cover, Iron Man comic. So
That'd be like the ultimate cameo. Eminem comes in and then sees Anthony Mackie. He's like, "You look familiar." He's like, "You don't." And then
no,
yeah,
to Clarence? No, it's Sam.
yeah, oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like oh no, he exists already. Never mind.
Who?
I was gonna say like Weasel. It's already what's his face? TJ whatever from Deadpool. Weasel. I'm like Weasel
Oh,
already
yeah.
exists. I was like, oh,
No,
Eminem can play Weasel. I was like, oh no, Weasel
no.
exists.
They could recast.
Recast. If Eminem bulks up, he could be Punished. No, that's no.
Whoa! Do not change John Bernthal. He
Sorry.
is the Punisher. That man
Sorry.
is the Punisher.
You're right. He is.
I never got to finish Warzone 2. Oh, man.
You're not missing anything.
Yes, I am.
You're not missing.
Yes, I am, James.
You're not missing.
I never got to finish it.
You saw that first scene at the dinner table, which is that was the last scene. That's it.
No,
I mean,
man,
I guess at the end too when he kills everybody. But like you're not really not missing anything.
I need to see the full range of emotion that he doesn't have.
Does not have the acting chops. This I forgot about this movie. Hold on. Because I was thinking, I was like, you ever see like Pine Pratt Hemsworth? You ever you ever watch like movies that they're in like Chris Evans or Chris Pratt in like other movies, and you're just like, what? You're not Star-Lord. You're like it's weird.
Yeah, like that Netflix movie that came out recent, or I don't know how many months ago. It was like Ryan Gosling, and he's like a secret, like some agent guy, and then Chris Evans is the mercenary guy trying to take him down.
Oh yeah,
and then just has a thick mustache, so it makes him look like the dick that he is.
Or in Knives Out, Chris Evans.
Yeah,
that too. Yeah. It's funny. I was
Guy?
watching. Yeah. I was watching a rom-com with Chris Evans last week, and I was like, man, this is Captain America, like full-fledged Captain America. He's still buff as shit. No, I was gonna say, this goes back to our Halloween episode. Have you ever seen Cabin in the Woods?
Oh yeah, with a skinny Thor.
Yeah, before he got jacked. Yeah.
Skinny Thor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like
that movie. That movie took a weird twist.
Right? Like I remember I watched that movie. I wish we brought this up in the Halloween episode, but it just adds though because it wasn't a horror movie.
Yeah.
It turned like I remember watching the movie and going like, oh man, horror movie, cabin in the woods, whatever. And then it takes that weird turn, and you're like, what kind of movie am I watching?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I was like, is this Buffy? Is this like a Buffy episode or
Right? Like all these
'Cause-
all these monsters come out of everywhere. Oh man.
and then like the gods that they're at the end that they're come and crush the lady. I'm like, ugh. I was so confused when I was watching that movie because I was like, wait, did I miss something? Am I watching the same movie?
Yeah,
Like,
because like
yeah,
it's like a sci-fi movie all of a sudden that they're like, oh,
Yeah.
they're just taking, oh, there's somebody dictating what's going on. Okay. I feel bad for that dude who was waited the whole time for a merman, and the merman
Yeah.
finally comes out and kills him.
It's like it's like
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious when they have the board. Who had
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah blah, and whatever minutes they get killed or something.
Exactly. That was good. Didn't wasn't there Left for Dead? The Left for Dead monsters were in it too.
I think so. Like the I don't know what their name, what you call them anymore.
The fat one, right? Wasn't he in it?
Yeah,
The fat
yeah, I
one.
think so. Yeah,
And I think not those murder clowns, hitmen clowns, payday clowns.
yeah.
They
Paid
were
Out
in it.
Cause, yeah.
Yeah.
A side note
Okay.
about Left 4 Dead.
Sure.
I made Albert buy that game twice. Here's the story. Albert, whenever I bring that up to Albert, he's always like, this guy. Anyways, when Left 4 Dead came out, I think Albert got it first, right? And then none of us got it at the time. So then he traded it in.
Mm.
And then I got it because my brother wanted to play it. And I'm like, yo, Albert, man, it's so good. Let's play, bro. It's so good. So he buys it again. We play once, and then that's it.
You've never played it since.
No, like when that, like at that time, like we played that one time, and then after that, no, we just stopped playing, and then we went back to Call of Duty. And I made that man buy it twice because I was like, yeah, Albert, go get it. I'll play with you, man. I promise. We did, and then yeah.
It wasn't just a game you guys liked playing, it just didn't fit your guys' thing, or
I guess so because like at that time, Left 4 Dead, and then that's when Call of Duty's zombies was a thing,
okay,
right?
yeah.
And then so we just gravitated towards there. But at the time, I was like, oh man, this is better than zombies. But then when we were playing zombies, no, this is better than Left 4 Dead.
I guess, yeah. It's funny because like we got Back for Blood, which is pretty much like a sequel to Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, is that
It's
like,
essentially
basically?
Yeah, it is. But the thing is, we spent X amount of money on it because games are expensive now, right? And we're like, there's no free DLC, and if one of
What?
us, huh?
Oh, could continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so there's no free DLC for the game. So like once you finish the campaign, it's like, okay, what else do we do? Like we could all try to get the trophies, but we're not about that. And then we're like, okay, they came up with a DLC, but we all have to buy it in order for all of us to play it. It's not like one guy gets it, then we all like
Yeah.
yeah. But it's like man, yeah. I mean, it's fun when you're playing it, and then it just stops being fun
Just stuff.
because you're done, right? There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
How far did you get in zombies
Like, what do you mean?
on Call of Duty, like level wise? Like how many rounds?
Oh, there was one game, because there was like it's not a glitch, it's just like an exploit that you could use. It was on, do you know Shinunuma? Do you remember that map? Anyways,
No.
like the swamp map, it was a swamp map.
Okay.
Basically there was a thing where after a certain round, it's always the same number of zombies.
Okay.
And then you just if you get this weapon and you don't open this door and you keep it and you just like keep charging it at the right moment and start gathering the zombies, you kill
Okay.
them all in one shot or two shots or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I got up to level 81
Whew.
on my own, but with that exploit I could have kept going, but I fumbled it. But
Okay.
like I've seen other people go like hundreds, like up to 200 by themselves, but then that's when the game breaks apparently sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
But in the
remember the high. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but in like later games, apparently they updated it that you can go up to round 1,000 or something.
Jeez. How do you guys have
If
the
you,
time?
I don't know how they do that. Those people, those YouTube, well, it's the YouTubers, right? So they get the money and the time and revenue.
Yo, if honestly, if like this, if you rewind like 13, 14 years ago, that could have been us.
That's we were born too early for
Yeah,
the YouTube wave of playing games.
gamers.
Yeah.
Like I talk to like me and Joseph talk all the time where like if we had recorded our like Marvel versus Capcom fights, like that those would have been like we could have made like crazy money off that because of streaming and stuff. And then I think about like when I played games need to do this more. They need to put like I mean we did it kind of with Back for Blood. Um we streamed like campaign mode when we played with our friends. And I we played Lost Planet 2. We played it several times. That game had so much replay value. Um
Didn't I play with you guys that one time?
you played with us Lost Planet?
Was that one time? What was it for? PS?
PS3?
Yeah, but didn't I play with you one time?
Did you?
And I had no idea what I was doing.
Probably. Probably. That
I'm
sounds
pretty
right.
sure. I'm pretty sure I played you one time, and then I never played again because I got so mad. Because like, well, I don't know what to do in this damn game.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. No, that game was just fun with like I mean amongst us because obviously we knew what we were doing, but like you try to get like the S rank at the end, and whoever doesn't get an A or an S, you suck, man. Like, but
Yeah, I think I got like whatever letter. I'm like, what letter is that? F? D?
so like with the rest of Jap, because I assume you guys played with each other for years. What predominantly did you guys play? What video game what online game did you guys predominantly game with each other?
Bro, like Call of Duty all the time. And then
Did you guys do like TDM? Like
yeah, team deathmatch, and then we were like getting bored of that shit, and then we did Search and Destroy, and then when Apex came out, we were on that playing Apex all the time, and then we got bored of it, and then Warzone came out, and it was all about Warzone. That's it.
and you guys are still playing Warzone, right? Or they are
I
anyways.
I don't know what's going on. I haven't touched a game in like so long. The dust on my Xbox is like, you know, in the movies when they go like this, and then there's like dust.
Yeah.
I have more. I have more than that.
Jeez. You guys are PUBG guys too, right?
Oh yeah, we played PUBG. Yeah, we used to play that all the time. Hilarious when stuff doesn't load, and then when you get like say someone's driving the car and they get disconnected, the car's still going, and then the person would like try to restart the Xbox.
Yeah,
and then and then once they connect, they're back in. Yeah. They don't make games like that. They don't make games like that. Like if in Call of Duty, if you get disconnected, you get disconnected.
Yeah.
But like you can reconnect your guy, which is hilarious. And then you would just protect them.
Sometimes in Apex that could happen.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you get disconnected in Apex, sometimes if you're like quick enough and you restart the game, yeah, you could jump back in. How good were you at like COD and stuff?
Yeah.
What was your KDR? If you were below one?
Below one. I was sucky, like maybe 0.6, 0.7.
Okay.
Maybe even lower. Who knows?
Okay. At my peak, I probably was like I'm with you, 0.6, 0.5. Yeah, at my peak. Like I wasn't too good. I was more of like, I'll take the bullets, you get the kill, like
yeah. I'm a team player. I know my role.
Yeah,
exactly. I know my role.
I know my role.
I know my role.
But I remember John's was good. Like he hated when his KDR was less than like double digits. That's like when I tell you how good he was, I'm not over exaggerating. He will tell you himself. Like I wish he was a streamer back in the day because the amount of shit that he would talk to people online. This is why they don't do public lobbies anymore. It's because of John. It's because of John. It's because of John. He's the reason they don't do public lobbies. Because oh man, the amount of filth he would say to these kids. Whew.
Well, which lobbies? Like all the
Call of
COD
Duty,
lobbies.
COD
Like the,
lobbies.
like I always see that meme like Modern Warfare 2 kids today could not take those lobbies.
Oh, absolutely not. There's no way these kids would take these lobbies. No way.
And,
Not a
and
chance. Not a
I
chance.
think Modern Warfare 2, like back in the day, I think that game was like peak of craziness of going on in games at that time.
For you?
For me, I think all over, man. Like that game was like, I think people still play that game. Like people are online playing that game, but then it's all like hacked lobbies in the first place. So
Yeah. I remember one game which was really bad. We played a pro team. Like we didn't know. We just matched up with like some pro team, and we got absolutely destroyed. I've never spawned on fire before in Call of Duty. I think it's Black Ops, but I spawned on fire
on fire, fuck,
because
they know the spawn points then, right? They know the
they know where the spawn points because it was I forgot what map it was. It was like it's easy because it's just at the it's pretty much straight, right?
yeah.
Um, and they got it to a point where like they killed us so much that they got their kill streak, and they just like launched the kill streak where we would spawn, and then just spawn on fire. And I'm like, this
Oh
isn't
man,
fun. I'm like, this isn't fun. Yeah, that I remember that. I think that was the last one of the last times I was like, okay, I can't do Call of Duty.
it's like no more.
I can't do Warzone, man. You guys are good. I can't do Warzone.
You can do it.
No, I
You can do it.
can't. No, I can't.
You just gotta play with like if you play with like Marlo, Kevin, or Anil, they'll carry you. They'll carry you to a win. They'll carry you to a win.
I'm like, sorry guys, I don't. How come I'm dead after 2 shots? Where's my life bar? Like, where's my? How come? How come I don't regen? Like,
Like I told you, don't you remember that? It was like how many pods ago? There was A squad, B
right?
squad,
Yes,
C squad. I'm like C squad because that's my contribution. I'm there if they need a fourth.
that's funny.
And I'm like, oh, he's like, oh, you no, and no, you take my bullets. You take these bullets. I'm just gonna waste them. You take these plates. You just take these plates.
Kevin, how come you don't stream anymore, man? I used to watch you guys stream all the time.
Cause I don't know, people. I don't even know if they play anymore. I think they're all gearing up for the next Call of Duty right now.
Oh, never mind. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, let's see. I don't know. We'll see. But if Kevin isn't too busy with his girl and work,
Yeah,
let's see if he's gonna stream.
confirmed. He has a girlfriend. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Because this happened on Friday after our game night.
Oh, so I've. Does it say how many minutes you have left?
No.
Okay. I've been watching for a longest time. I've been watching. Shout out to Phoenix Resale, Retro Rick, Pixel Game Swad, and Chase After the Right Price. So these are all game flippers, right? Like they hunt for games and then they flip them for a higher price. Like they go to conventions, like retro games, and then stuff like I didn't know there's a market, like a crazy market for this, and like you can do it. Like the guy I mostly watch at first was Phoenix Resale. So he goes into like a pawn shop, a store, or like convention, and then he has an Amazon. So he's a reseller on Amazon. Like that's his business now. And then he like say there's a game. He scans the barcode, and then it sees how much they're selling for. So sometimes in the store it's like $9, but they're selling it for like $20 online.
Mhm.
So he makes easy profit that way. And then like he looks for like Super Nintendo games, and then he knows the price of that too, and then he flips it as well. Did you know there's a GameCube game that's worth like $1,500 and it's not even a real game?
What game?
It's like it's called like Pokemon Box.
How is that?
And then it's like it was like a European game, and then they ported it to North America, if I'm correct. And then it's not really a game. All it did was uh make it so that you could store more Pokemon on the actual game or something like that. And it was sought out after, and that's why. And there's only limited copies, so that's why it's like that.
Pokemon Box. Oh, it's shit. Okay.
Wait, how much is it? Did you see?
Well,
Before
no,
right now.
I'm just doing a quick read of what it is. So it's essentially like Doctor Oak storing your Pokemon.
Yeah, basically. So, anyways, but then I'm just obsessed with watching these guys like go, and then like Pixel Game Squad. they don't only do games. They go to flea markets in the US and then they find these rare stuff and then they always put like how much they paid for it. So they paid for like $5 and sometimes it's like they can sell it online for $50, but they don't always sell it. They're just saying that's what the value they can get for it, which is crazy to me. And then Retro Rick, he has a lot of game collections as well, but he bought a game store, and I thought that's
Oh
a
wow.
cool. He bought an actual game store, and now he's doing like selling games. And then they went into a room, and then that's by the owners, and they had like sealed Nintendo games, N64 games, whatever, like Super Nintendo games, sealed, bro, sealed. That blows my mind that these are sealed and they're like worth a lot. Hmm. How much is it worth now?
This is the highest
Mm,
one.
13,000.
That one's not gonna sell because the
No
next one
way.
under it is like.
6,000.
But I'm looking at the most expensive ones. But there are like
Okay.
some people who are selling it for like a couple hundred. But
Is the
um,
13,000 one sealed?
let's look. It is. Mm, technically, it's sealed. Yeah, it's
Technically,
sealed.
okay.
Yeah, it's sealed. Yeah, it's sealed. So I guess.
But like, yeah, like I just like I like watching that, like just them finding all these crazy like sealed collection, like N64 collections. Like it makes me mad because I had some of these games and I'm like
Mhm.
asking my dad, where are these games that I had? And like you know No Mercy for
Yep.
N64. I think it's
Yep.
going up. It's going up right now. Like it's like a stock right now. It's going up right now.
Yeah, you know it's crazy because like people are modding that game.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're modding it to like updated like resting.
What?
Yeah, so it's that's partly why it's like modded
Oh
or
man.
yeah, but yeah, that game's like a I had that game too. No, I agree with you. See, okay, so we had a Super Nintendo as well, and we had like F load of games. And we don't have a Super NES anymore because my parents gave it to the Philippines.
That's where mine went. That's where
So yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, it's like that. And then I mean, Christine has an N64. We have I think classic Mario Party and the original Smash, and I know all that stuff. If we ever wanted to, could go for a lot, but if it was in box still, it would have been better.
And if you have the manual, oh my gosh, for
Yeah,
everything. Oh my gosh.
yeah. I know, but I didn't know. I know you could flip games, but I didn't know people there were there was a market for it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know there was like a supermarket like crazy. Like this guy, shouted again to Phoenix Resale. He did a video where what his gross was
Uh-huh.
in a year, like 400K.
So just doing video games
Yeah,
selling? What's
yeah.
this loss though?
No, he didn't. I didn't finish the video of like
Well,
what his
yeah,
take
yeah. What's
home
his
and
net?
taxes,
Yeah, what's
it's
his net?
tax. I don't know, but still, he made 400K
That's still.
flipping and stuff.
You know what? When Jesse was between jobs, he used to do that with DVDs.
He would flip them.
He would flip them like
Oh,
movies. He would like because he would have like a bunch of like Blu-rays of Marvel movies, Disney movies, and he would resell those. The price wouldn't be that much marked up, maybe a couple bucks here or there, but like they'd be like harder to find, right? Like
mm.
um he would sell like vaulted movies.
Ooh.
And yeah, so it'd be tougher for people to buy it like regular. So that's what he used to do, and I don't know. I wish I had the patience for that.
But
You know,
like, I don't know, is there a market like here in Winnipeg to do that?
not for video. I don't think you could do it for video games. I know there's
Yeah,
definitely a community here, but I don't know how
yeah,
big like they would be into buying and stuff.
yeah. Like that's I don't know. I just find it like interesting and like I always like to watch it. All those ones.
That's
Like, geez.
that's
Like
oh
I'm
man.
always like I always find it mind blowing when they find sealed stuff.
I agree. I agree.
You know on GameCube there's a rare uh sports game. I think it's NCAA 2K3 or something like that.
Okay.
It's rare because it was only
It's not their only basketball game. The 2K2 came out on that. The first 2K games were on there.
No, but it was NCAA. NCAA.
No, they had NBA 2K. That's where it
No,
originated.
but I'm talking about did they have an NCAA game before that?
Oh, I don't. An NCAA like 2K game.
Yeah.
Oh, oh no, they did have college basketball, but it was EA Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, let's look it up. NCAA.
I think that's like it was only released like it was on shelves for a week and then they pulled it.
Really?
I think that's why it's the rarest and its most expensive game. From what that guy was telling me in the video.
But who would want it at this point?
I think because it's rare. Like just the fact that it's rare.
The
It's like
nostalgia.
yeah, no, it's like and there's because there's limited copies. Like there's like
okay.
N64 games and like Super Nintendo games that we've never heard of. They're like shitty games, but since they were so shitty, they didn't make a lot of copies.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why it's rare.
Okay.
It just it mind blows me. And then there was one when they were going through we don't have a lot of flea markets here, I don't think. He was going through a flea market.
We have a couple.
And we have a couple, but I don't think there's a lot. Anyways, it was like a 25-cent event. Like any toy, anything is 25 cents. So then he went there and then there was like toys I remember from like Burger King, McDonald's. Like, do you remember the dinosaur, like the TV show?
Mm-hmm.
And you know there's a baby?
Mm-hmm.
The baby design. There's like a toy. I remember like you press it and then his arms move like
Yeah,
this.
I
and
had
then
that.
There's a long line.
Yeah,
right?
it's like an
Yeah,
air
he
thingy,
found-
right?
Yeah, and then I forget how much it's worth. It's worth a lot now. Today.
No.
Yeah, it's worth
Oh
a lot.
my God.
I'm gonna find the video again and then I'll send it to you. And then there was, I think this is Burger King or McDonald's. It's like the world that's green, and then when you open it up, it's like magnifying glass or
Okay.
I mean binoculars. Do you remember that kind of toy?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's worth a lot too.
Have you ever been to shout out to Mulvies? Have you ever been to Mulvies?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's a decent
Oh wait, is that the one by Osborne?
on Osborne, yeah.
Yeah.
You have been?
No, it's not the one. I've never been to that one.
Okay. It's a decent flea market, but mostly for the vinyls, because if you're looking for like pop vinyls, they have a lot of rare ones there. That's where we go sometimes. But they do have some of the older stuff too. But sometimes I'm just like, ugh, the condition isn't the greatest. I don't know if I want. And I'm talking about like toys and stuff and like.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then there's the one on Aaron and Ellis.
We went to that one.
And-
we went to that one. You know the Lego Power Ranger I gave you? That's where I got it.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know how to haggle because the first offer I took.
I'm with you, man. You just do the how much? Oh yeah, that sounds okay. That sounds good.
Oh yeah. That was like okay.
Yeah.
No, because I kept looking for Power Rangers, right? And then when I went downstairs and the guy's like, "Oh, I have Power Rangers." I'm like, okay. Like he showed me it
because he knows you're looking, so he's like, he's the only game in that place, so he's like, yeah.
No, but like the guy downstairs, he had Power Rangers, but I'm like, this is not Power Rangers. Like, but then the Lego one, I was like, that's the closest thing I think I'm gonna find right now. And then because I was literally gonna buy the I want to say it's Fisher Price or whoever makes it, but I'm like, for the Red Ranger alone was like $50. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you guys all like that, but yeah.
Well, thanks you guys for joining the Chris and James show. I want to say the 5th in a row. Like I said, I lost count. We've done it so many times.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which I mean, I hope you guys still like listening to us because Chris and I will be the only ones doing it for the unforeseeable future until anybody else decides to not work or be busy. And Chris has a child too. But I'm just saying. But anyways, okay. If you haven't already, please follow us on TikTok at just.another.podcast, on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you get our podcasts, your podcast from, and on Instagram at Just Another Podcast, as well as Layups Only. But what did we talk about today? I forgot what we talked about. We talked about everything. If you guys have any comic book stuff you want to talk about, if you have any flea market suggestions and how to haggle, let us know in the comments. Let us know how to haggle. As we like to say, if be the best you can be, and if you can't be you, be Edgar. Later, guys.
Later.
Had this. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Oh.
I know this is gonna be awkward with the silence.
That's why we have editing. This is gonna be a blooper right here. Right here. This is the blooper right here.